The Local Show, sponsored by Victory in Motion, home of knee repair, not knee replacement, on News Radio 570 WSYR, on 106.9 FM, and live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app. The Local Show features in-depth conversation with business owners, employees, and influential business leaders throughout Central New York, exploring their successes, challenges, and reasons for doing business right here in our growing community. The Local Show is produced locally by Zoe Advertising. Now your hosts, Tom and Steve.
We're back into it. We are back at it. You found The Local Show with Tom and Steve usually, but I've got a guest host in here with me, and he's much better than Steve. It's Rick Gary. So
good thing he's out there playing golf. Right?
That's it. He's out having a little fun, and it's always good to bring Rick Gary back on. Hey, Rick, you know, we've known each other long enough to where I remember you having an electric car when electric cars weren't the thing. It was just I don't know how many years ago that was.
The Volt came out, and I thought I'd give it a shot. That was back. When the heck did that thing come out?
I don't know, but it was a while ago.
Probably when Hugo started the newspaper.
Yeah, right.
About 2004 or 5 or whatever.
Yeah.
I had good luck with it, but I'm kind of a truck guy. But
So you got a truck now, though, that's electric.
Got a truck. We'll talk about it.
Chevy makes one.
Chevy has a nice one, yeah.
Okay, very good. Yeah. We also need to talk about, speaking of age, and how long we've known each other.
Yeah.
People get joint problems, and it's not necessary these days that you have to pull out your knee. And I guess from what Dr. Petropoli tells me at Victory in Motion, that they use cement. Did you know that? They use cement, and they bolted things, and they use saws and stuff to get your hip out and your knee out. So he's come up with regenerative medicine and made his whole practice around that. Now, he's a very celebrated orthopedic surgeon. However, he feels that, in the next 10, 20, 30 years, he wants to eliminate that and get into more of this regenerative medicine using the platelets in your own body as well as the stem cells. So it's been, I've talked to his patients. We've had his patients on the air with us, and they do very, very well. So it's worth a shot to give Dr. Petropoli a call. Victory in Motion, the home of knee repair, not knee replacement, at 685-7544, 685-7544. They have what's called a day of clarity, where you go up there, and for the full day, they will scan you, and they will look at all the parts of your body, your diet, and everything, and then give you an assessment at the end of what you might be able to do. So victoryinmotion.com, check it out. Hugo Acosta is with us right now. He's the founder and owner and publisher of CNY Latino. I've known you for quite some years too.
Yeah, people doesn't need to know how long.
Well, how old's the paper? How long have you been publishing this thing?
We started in 2004. So we just celebrated 26 years.
God bless you. That's great. And where did you come from? Tell everybody where you came from.
My culture is from Venezuela, a country that right now is in a lot of trouble, but this is not the reason why I'm here. And my whole life is a soap opera. We got something in my culture called telenovela. And this is something that is pretty similar, like a roller coaster. I went through a lot of issues. I landed in San Diego, California a long time ago. And then I went to college in Denver, Colorado. I'm a Denver Bronco guy. And after going through several ups and downs in life and issues with my dysfunctional family, I ended up staying in here and settled. Where I started a family in Long Island. We moved over here into the Central New York area. I got 2 daughters. I had a business before. This is how I met Steve Roberts. In my previous computer consulting business, HA Technical Services. When we used to have a Chamber of Commerce, when we used to have
all those business shows,
and all that stuff, he was always there making noises and stuff like that. If you see a crowd and you see this head popping out, that was him. I mean, what is he, 7'5"?
He's like a wacky waver.
Roommates.
And after some personal issues with my family here in America, I had to return to my cultural root. I quit to be Latino. Again, you gotta wait for the novella or the book, whichever brings me more money. And I started a newspaper. Hopefully your audience know what a newspaper is. Something like, and That was in 2004. Then I realized I needed some other types of income, so I started a weekly Spanish radio show, which is still running. The newspaper, of course, become digital like all any other publications nowadays. The radio too. We provide translation services, which is pretty close to 20% of our income, believe it or not. We are responsible to produce and get involved with 7 different Latino festivals.
Wow.
We also started during the pandemic a podcast show, which is now doing much better.
Yeah.
Started making money and stuff like that. And we are surviving. We're doing pretty good. I mean, considering that the newspaper industry is not that well generally, my culture is responding. The Latino population is growing everywhere. We have this joke that we say we are like a plaque, growing everything and all around. And we're doing good, enjoying life with my new family and enjoy the 4 seasons that we,
here.
but here in Central New York. So,
well, Venezuela is, regardless of their problems economically and all that, beautiful country though.
It is a beautiful country.
There's
is
a lot
sad
to see there.
Yeah, it is beautiful country. They have beautiful views, beautiful land, a beautiful woman. I believe we have the record in Miss Universe. I don't know.
Really?
You gotta check it in there.
I would think so. Yeah.
Politically and the government, things
that's
go
too
different
bad.
directions. So let's see what happens.
Right.
I don't have to tell you. There has been a lot of changes.
Yes.
There is a lot of promises in not only Venezuela but also in Cuba, apparently with the current government. But again,
Have you been back recently at all?
No, I haven't. No, I haven't. After the issues that I went through in Denver, Colorado, I decided to stay. I didn't want to. Besides, not only Venezuela, it's kind of difficult to visit, especially with my name. My name is Hugo.
Oh, right.
That doesn't help. But no, I haven't. But I know a lot of people, a lot of friends, but just about all members of my family moved. Some to the United States, some other ones to Spain and Europe and stuff like that. So that's another indication that how bad our country is.
How large is the Latino community here in Central New York?
I believe 10% of the county population is Latino.
That's a lot.
It is growing. I believe Syracuse is tied with Albany with most Latinos. In third place, in third place of most Latino in New York State. New York is number 1.
Right,
Rochester is huge.
Is it really?
Yeah, and believe it or not, Utica is growing, especially Dominicans. It's a huge amount of Latinos in Utica.
Why do you think that is?
I believe it's the cost of living. I've been asking around. We have these informal surveys around. The cost of living is definitely not the weather, but Latinos don't go along with cold weather and stuff like that. Cost of living, housing, and I believe some of them believes that the crime is low in comparison to other cities. Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah,
Utica, who knew?
Especially
And
Dominicans.
probably like pizza too, right?
We do like pizza.
Okay,
yeah,
that's good.
And there's quite a few Latino restaurants, new ones that have popped up in the past couple of years. We've interviewed a couple of people, and I'm going to forget the name of the new one that is up where it used to be Denny's on South Bay Road.
Yes, and that's a Mexican restaurant.
Yeah, it's a Mexican restaurant.
Yes, that's a new one.
Yeah, very good, very authentic.
Yeah, that's the same guy that owns the large Mexican restaurant in Auburn.
Yes,
and I believe there's another one. I forgot what it is located.
He's going into Bridgeport as well.
Wasn't there one over here that used to be House Jewelers, Aztec, or?
Oh, I don't know what that one
down
is.
on Salina Street.
Salina
in Washington.
I don't know.
Oh, Inca.
Yeah,
that's a
that was
very
close.
that's
Aztec Inca.
Yeah, that's a Peruvian fusion. Very nice. Very a good friend of mine, Luis Torres. That I believe he's been here.
Yes, I remember.
He had Guadalajara, which is Mexican,
yep.
but he also opened what they call Caribbean Latino fusion, La Isla.
Beautiful.
Wow. Very nice.
What's the difference between Latino and Mexican?
What's the difference? Mexicans are Latinos. Latino is a culture in general. There is a little controversy of accepting Brazil and Spain as part of the Latino countries, but depending who you ask, if you ask an academic person, a professor of a university or something like that, it will give you different answers. It will tell you something, different. Yes.
Gotcha. So CNYLatino.com, CNYLatino.com. Check that out. Hugo Acosta and his whole team over there doing a great job serving the population. And if you just want an infusion of that culture, I encourage you to see CNYLatino.com. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for the opportunity.